Hello and welcome to Slinger. My name is Justin. I'm the owner of Team 53 and I've partnered with Coach Dave Academy and Impel Motorsports to bring you this week's Learn to Drive video for SK Modifieds at Slinger as part of iRacing's 2025 Season 3 Week 8 official series. If you guys can, make sure you like and subscribe. I am a very small time racer here in Wisconsin. I have a late model that I've had parked in my garage all summer long as my daughter's been racing go-karts and I don't really have the funding to do both, but I am looking to try and do maybe a couple special events here at the end of the year. So if anybody's got anything at all, there's a link in the description to the Team 53 Discord where you can hit up our PayPal. So let's turn our attention though to Slinger. This for a D class series, um, I think it's going to be very difficult. I'll be honest with you guys, the higher I ratings tend to have challenges with Slinger. And mostly it's because things just happen really, really fast here. I mean, these are 10-second laps at a quarter mile track. So you have things that are just going on. Keep in mind, too, the lane here is very narrow and there's lots of bumps and there's lots of different things that are going to cause issues. So if you do decide to run this race this week, you got to have your head on a swivel and really pay attention. The other big issue that you're going to have is D-Class Series has a fast repair. So guys that are going off, you exit for the pits off of turn 2, but then coming back on is right here in front of us coming right off of turn 4 and it's right where the track comes out. So in real life, they don't let you rejoin under green flag conditions. They wait until it's a caution. But because it's iRacing, we don't have those same constraints on us. So you really, really have to be aware and be careful here as you're looking at rejoining or coming off the track, running with your relative up, and really kind of keeping those things going. So let's head out for a little qualifying tutorial. So you come out of the pits here, we're going to tire heat. It's a good time to talk about my friends at Impel Motorsports. They're a next level sim rig dealer as well as a Moza dealer. So if there's something you're looking for to upgrade your sim racing equipment, head on over to them, impelmotorsports.com. If you're buying a sim rig and you'd like to have free shipping, join the Team 53 Discord in our announcements tab. There is a message about getting free shipping via Impel Motorsports. So make sure you join the Team 53 Discord. You can get that free shipping link as well. So we build up some speed on our first lap, then we head over here to the second lap and we get ready to go. This might actually be the lap right here. Yep, we saw it real quick there. It happened so fast here, and I wasn't sure what lap we were on. But we come off the corner here, we get a good head of steam down the front stretch. Notice we're about a square off the wall here for turn 1, so we're super close. We're already turned to the left, you see, by the time we get to the start-finish line. So you can see straight away, still slightly turned, just barely straight, and then we turn in at the start-finish line. We're going to pitch it into turn 1, and when you pitch it into 1, your biggest goal is going to be to get to the bottom for the corner. Let's see if I can kind of see this. So as we come down into this corner here, you want to be down here at the bottom. So we bring it in. There's not really good lines or anything on the track, but you arc it in right there through the black. You get the car as low as you can here in center, and we start throttling up as we drive through. Nice hard drive off, bring it up on the backstretch, nice and tight up against the backstretch wall, and then we're going to pitch it into the corner here. Nice brake to set the nose. And then right as you're coming up on this patch here through the corner, that's where you're going to throttle up. So when we're in the cockpit, you feel like you're right at that patch. Just as it's coming up before it, throttle up. If you get to that patch, you might be a little bit too late. But we get throttled up, and then it's just a nice drive up off the corner for a 502 lap. So the big thing, like I said, is just don't overdrive 1, don't overdrive 3. Slinger's a track where if you overdrive the corners, it's going to hurt you more because you're gaining more speed coming up off the corner than what you're getting going into the corner. So just pay attention to that this week. But we'll head inside the car presented by my friends at Overdrive Racing Oils and Lubricants. They are an independent AMSOIL dealer. If you do your own oil changes, head over Overdrive Racing oils, and lubricants. Link is to the AMSOIL website in the description below. If you click on that link, there's a code in there that's embedded. It gets us the credit for it so that they know that it came from us, and it definitely helps keep all of the content here on the channel free. So here we go. And there's your 10-second lap at Slinger. So like I said, it's a really, really fast lap. Race trim is going to look very similar to that. Um, I'm still kind of struggling with a little bit of tight entry on this car, and it's one of those deals where it feels so good with drive off the corner that I'm really kind of okay with the way it feels. And you guys are going to see here too in a couple spots where I come up off the corner and you can see the car kind of pushes wide. And that's just a case of being on throttle a little bit too soon, trying to get too much. But as we look at this, it's pretty much the same line all the way around. Um, with the SK mods, it's a 40 lap, green to checkered race. So the biggest thing is just going to be hitting your marks and getting into a really, really good rhythm. If you get into a rhythm, it's going to be hard for the guy behind you to pass just because these are so underpowered that consistency is really king here. Now, I did increase, if you're a Team 53 member, I did increase the amount of fuel that is in the car. So we might be a little bit overfueled, but after running some test laps, it was running really close on fuel. So I decided to increase our fuel allotment just to be safe. Rather be safe than sorry. It didn't really seem to mess up our lap times at all either. And the other big thing that you have to remember is that a gallon of fuel is worth about 7 pounds. So unless you're gaining, 3, 4, 5 gallons, it's not really going to do a lot for your lap times anyways. And in some cases, it actually helps out your balance. So there you saw me push a little bit tight there, exit at 2. And that was just a case of being on throttle a little bit too soon. But, the big thing for here, your passing zones, you're going to want to set it up on corner exit, but it's going to be entry of 1 and entry of 3 where we're slowing down. If you're able to drive it down into the corner a little bit deeper, that's going to be where you're going to be able to make your passes, is driving it deeper or letting off early and then getting a really good run up off the corner and kind of timing your pass. I will say past experience here in any car at Slinger, center of the corner tends to be your difficult spot, the spot where guys kind of get into each other. So what you'll want to do is just kind of watch that. If somebody gets to your inside, let them go to your inside. Um, Try and fight back on the outside, but be smart. And if you can get to the inside, definitely get back to the inside and kind of let them go there. But it's the SK Modifieds. It's here at Slinger. These races are going to be wild. The track's going to get blocked. It's, in my opinion, Slinger is more difficult of a track to race at and causes more calamity than what a South Boston does. And we all kind of know South Boston becomes a little rough. Lanier becomes a little rough. Those types of tracks. Slinger is those on steroids. Because it's so fast, because things happen so quick, because guys are trying to run so close together, nobody's leaving any room for any mistakes. And if you're going to have a good week at Slinger, while I think participation is going to be pretty low, one, but two, when you do get to run, make sure you're being aware and leaving space for guys. So that's pretty much it for this week. Join the Team 53 Discord. Head on over. Like I said, if you're looking to upgrade your sim racing equipment, next level sim rig discount available in the Team 53 Discord. And we will see you guys in the next video.